Hello everybody, welcome to the show, welcome to FPL Connect. As you know, this is the show for the masses of the FPL community. This is where we just come in and then we connect, we compete at the highest level of the Fantasy Premier League games. Oh yeah, so it is FPL Connect. I've been away for a while, I've been away this festive. I've been away from work, I've been away from, from the studio, from home. But now I'm back, it is 2024, so we are back in the bang, we are back, doing what we have to do. And hopefully we are getting more subscribers this season or this year. So let's keep pushing, guys. So we know we are now on to game week 21, and I think each and every team is going through drastic changes at the moment. But if people were more clever enough, or if circumstances allowed them to prepare better for this game week, so some of them are not even going to make any changes because they have already done them. But then for some of us, we know we have to do changes because we have to keep the likes of Salah and Son till the last game week, because we knew that even in the last game week they will still give us points, and they did. So now they are going on to their nations, and they are going away from their clubs. So what do we have to do now? We just have to see that we get some people to replace them, because sometimes if you keep them they lose value, but then the bad thing is that to get them back, you pay more money now. But the show today is about the best players whom we can get to replace Son and Salah. And mind you, we are talking about the best differential players. So before I even go any further, actually, allow me to go further and say we are going to focus on those differential players that can replace Son and Salah. Well, I know that for some people it's people like Wang, people like Nicholas, people like but those people. But then we know that majority of these people are in the midfield. So we are going to look at two midfielders, actually the midfielders that can replace players like Son and Salah, and maybe even Wang. You know what I'm saying? So let's not waste any further time, guys. Let's get on to it. It is FPL Connect. We back, baby. We starting the season high. Let's go. Guys, so as I've said before, we are going to look at the best Salah Son midfield replacements, and I should stress this again. These are differentials, guys. These are differentials. So what I was going to say is that if you do not have Bowen, you need to have Bowen. Like this, a player like Bowen, you simply have to have him. It's as easy as that. You have to get Bowen if you don't have him. If you don't have Palmer, you just have to go out there and get Palmer. I feel like these two players are the ones that you just have to go out and get, but then you have to go and get them in this significance. Like Bowen is the best out there for now. Like if you don't have Bowen, trust me, just try to go and get Bowen, and then get a differential, and then get a differential player on top of Bowen, because Bowen is Bowen. So Bowen has already even scored even in today's match in the EFL Cup. This is it's Sunday today, so just go out there and get Bowen, guys. All right. Let's not waste any further time. Olise, he's my cover for this series, but then he's not among the options. But I put him as a cover because he's a potential that you can also go and get him, provided that he is injury free. All right, provided that he is injury free, then yes, we can also get him. Because at the moment, I'm not sure if he's injury free or what. But then there has been some rumor that he is not okay. He has a slight injury. So we have seen, guys, it's not really wise to put your hopes on someone with an injury, because they can just not show up at some point, So let's get on to it, guys. The first player that I think we can have. So this is in no chronological order or in no order of importance, guys. But then I think Pascal Gross is that player that we should have. He plays for Brighton, and they are going to go on a very good run of fixtures, guys. So he's £6.4, 6.4 million. He has 6 assists and 3 goals at the moment, which and that is very good considering that he has been out injured as well. So he's in a Brighton side that have not been doing good, but then he can average you 4.5 points per match, and that is in an ordinary match. So we know that he can actually do like more than just 4.5, because he's on set pieces, he's on corners, and he goes forward a lot of times. So he's a differential because he's only selected by 2.3%, just 2.3%, guys. So really, I do advise us to go for this guy. He has totaled 15 bonus points already, and mind you, he has not played a lot of games, and sometimes they would play him as a left back, like as a wing back. So let's just let's just get this guy, right? Let's just get this guy, guys. So he's a leading point scorer in the team, and he's guaranteed game time, and he now plays centrally, and he's the captain, guys. So he's really guaranteed to keep playing in this Brighton side that are just going to have better fixtures with Estupinen now back on. Their defense might have, might become more solid. So I really advise us to go for Pascal Gross, guys. The other player that I think that we have to go out and look out for is Richarlison. Richarlison is in a Tottenham side that I think are still going to do well, even with Son not there. And I also think he will be on penalties, So I also think he will be on penalties. He's 6.9. He has 6 goals, 3 assists already. He's on 7.0 form, and he can give us 4.3 points in a match. He's selected by only 7.7%. Maybe that's the highest of the differentials that we have on this list. I don't know. But then he has got us 3 bonus points. But the fact that he has only 7.7% selection, that's also a good count, guys. That's also a good count, and it shows that he's a very good differential, because it says if you have him, the point that he gets, for sure that 92% of FPL managers do not have those points. So it just gives you a very good green arrow. Let's go to the other player, guys. We have Eze. So I feel like Eze is going to be more on penalties than Olise, and now that he's back and he's fully fit, for me he's a better choice than Olise, because he plays more centrally. He's only £6 million. He has 3 goals and 2 assists. He has been out injured as well. He can give us 3.5 per match of late, but then I'm really expecting more from him because he's going to get more game time. He's selected by only 3%, so if you get him, you should be, among the lucky ones. He has totaled 2 bonuses at the moment, and we know that he has been out with an injury. So he plays a number 10 role in the Crystal Palace side. He is their playmaker, and he can highly be on penalties, as I've said. And yes, he's now minutes guaranteed because he's injury free. We got Pedro, guys, Pedro Neto. So Neto has been out injured, but he's back, and with Hwang gone, he's going to definitely get those minutes, because now they need him more than ever now. So he's just 5.6, so he's a very good differential. Unlike Richarlison, who is a differential but is more expensive. Neto is not as expensive, and he's just 5.6. He has 1 goal and 8 assists. So this guy has been involved in almost every game he has played. He can give us 4.8 points in a match. He's only selected by 1.5% of the whole players, guys. So he's a very good differential that if we can try and get in there and get him as early as we can, you'll also benefit even on the profits that he will be making, because people are still yet going to go for him. I do believe that people are going to go for him still. So he has totaled 5 bonuses, and remember he has been out a lot due to injury. So before he went out, he was the highest pointer for Wolves, and he was delivering in almost every game, so like either with an assist or with some bonus points or a goal. And then we know that he would always assist, and he will also always be involved in each and every game, guys. So yes, the last one, guys, we're not taking any further time on this, but then the last one is Jota. So guys, Jota, I think Jota is the only lethal goal scorer that the team has at the moment. They have Darwin, who will get tons and tons of chances. That's why I still think Darwin is very dangerous. He's very dangerous because he gets a lot of chances. And in football, all it takes for a player to score a goal is to get chances. So that's why I think Darwin is really a dangerous player. But then he is a striker. We are here to talk of the midfielders. So Jota is £7.7 million. He has 5 goals and 4 assists. He's been away with an injury also, but that goal tally is very good. His form is 2.6. He can give us 4.1 points per match. He is selected by only 2.7%, guys. So this says if you get him, 97% of the managers really don't have him. So if you get him, then like you are in very good, on a good run that he will give you very good points. He has more guaranteed minutes, and he looks set to be the most dangerous midfielder in front of goal with SALAH gone. So if you were to look for a player in the Liverpool side, I would really encourage Jota to be in there. I really would, guys. I would really go for Jota in there. So guys, tell me if you enjoyed the series. Tell me if you think I've left any differential out there. I still think I did, but then going for the top 5, this would be my top 5. Simply basing myself on the fixtures to come next, So if you're thinking I left out Bowen, I didn't leave him out because he's not a differential and he is a must-have. So just try to have Bowen in your squad if you want to be, up there with the likes of, us, the likes of, the top 200k managers in the world, actually. I remember I'm now top 300 now. Adios, guys. Thank you for watching the show.